Why are you recording this? It's just a waste of space. You're not actually gonna use it.
Maybe I will.
No, you won't. I know you won't.
Who says?
Me, I say.
We met on October 20th, 2017. It was at a high school football game. He was playing the drums.
I was.
Come on, do a little.
Snare.
Okay, so here's a clip of Julian 4 years ago.
Rocking the drums.
Playing the drums, yep, rocking it. Going against our friend Mike, who we basically like met from him. Like we were both talking to him.
And I am way better than him.
I always went to the football games. He was always in the band, obviously.
Not always. I mean, I wasn't in the band freshman year, but I was
Okay,
there.
but that's irrelevant. Come on, how would you want to word this?
How I would have worded this? We met
Go ahead.
on October 20th, 2017. It was a clear night against the bright lights of the football stadium. I was sitting there just messing around with my drums, doing
Messing
whatever.
around.
Doing whatever. And then you come over to like see Mike, and then I see you.
Right, and I always come over there because Mike has been my best friend, and Mike was his friend too. So I always went over to go talk to him and a few other people I knew in the band at the time. And then Mike wanted to be a show off, and you know,
Yeah, I wouldn't let him be a show off. So, and from that, then like me and Cassie started talking, and I started showing her how to do that beat, and she just couldn't keep up with anybody or anything. But that's okay, you know? You were very talented in other places. It's okay.
Where?
I'll carry the musical side.
The musical side, what?
musical.
But yeah, so he was showing me how to play that beat, and we just started talking from there. And then I was like, hey, me and a couple friends are going out later. We just were hanging out. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just hanging out. We ended up going to a bowling alley, and we didn't go bowling. We just sat at the tables in the snack bar.
We played Uno.
Yeah, we played Uno on our phones, but I just invited him. I was like, because that's just the kind of person I am. I just meet somebody, I'm like, hey, come on, let's hang out.
I only really came because I knew one other guy that was there.
Mike?
No, Matthew. Matty B.
Oh, Matty B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew him.
Shout out to Matt.
So I,
Yeah, it was like me, him, Matt, Mike's girlfriend, and
Rita.
Mike's best friend that I also met that day too. So we all had each other's numbers because we were playing Uno on our phones. So I had his number. So I did this along with Mike's friend who I just met. What I usually do is I take a picture of them, like I say, hey, let me get a picture, and then I just like immediately take it so they're not ready. So I took that picture of him.
right here over my face.
Here you go.
It's right there.
Sent the picture to him. That was that for the night. You know, we continued hanging out, and then we just left, and that was it. We didn't text or anything after that. We didn't, like, we're chilling. We just met.
So yeah, then the next day I accidentally called her, and she's like, well, you just called me and left a voicemail. And then we just started talking from there.
Yeah, so I'll put the screenshots.
Over my face, like Mike was asking.
No, like.
No, over my face, like Mike was asking.
So anyways, so yeah, he accidentally called me, and I was like, oh, this is the next day. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I asked him like what he wanted, and he said it was an accident. And then we literally just started talking from there. Like we talked about like baptism and painting and Hamilton and like all that kind of stuff. So we have been talking since we met.
Correct.
Oh God, it's been too long. So after we met, we just want to get to know each other. So we would literally ask each other like this or that questions, like chocolate or vanilla, like watching sports or playing sports, like that kind of
Lions or tigers.
Yeah, but that was literally days. Our conversations were just filled with like those kind of questions. And we both went to school together, and we had the same math class, so we would walk with each other after math class to like our next period.
Yeah, you would go to Spanish, I would go to lunch.
Yep, so that was the 20th, so about like 10-11 days later was Halloween, and I invited him to hang out with me and my friends to go bowling.
Who were all coincidentally also in the band. And
Yeah.
I just didn't really talk. So I remember going to the bowling alley, and we all started immediately picking on Cassie because she tried to dress up as a biker, but we were all just wearing like regular clothes, but she was trying to be fancy. She had on like 8 bandanas. And,
That's not true.
alright, she had on 1 bandana. We all bullied her into submission until she took off the bandana. And, like,
No, I just didn't want to wear the bandana. It was hot in there.
Nah, it's just an excuse. We bullied her into submission until she took off the bandana.
And I remember I started to get a little crush on him because I remember like we'd go bowling and then we'd sit down in our seat and I was starting to like try to like sit next to him and like talk to him because I remember at one point we had a conversation while we were sitting down and I wanted to like keep talking to him. So every time I got up to bowl and I sat back down, I tried to like sit next to him. He wasn't feeling that vibe.
Nope, wasn't. I really wasn't. I mean, I was very socially awkward, so I didn't really care too much, like what was happening around. I was just kind of there because I was invited to be there.
After bowling, we all went out to eat, and there wasn't enough room in the car, in my friend's car, to like go drive there. But it was right down the street, so me and Julian said that we'd walk because we don't care about the cold.
Even then, we were just talking about like random stuff. Sea cucumbers or land cucumbers?
What?
Like regular cucumbers or sea cucumbers?
What are sea cucumbers?
They're like... Wait, I know this.
I'm waiting.
Wait, no, there really is a thing called sea cucumbers. Why can't I think of what they are right now?
Okay, I'm gonna stick with like land cucumbers right now.
Put up a Google image right here of what sea cucumbers are.
Mm-hmm. I think it was literally 3 days later that he tried to tell me that he liked me.
Nope.
A few moments later.
Okay, so yeah, 3 days later, I mentioned something.
3 days after Halloween, to be specific, he...
Really, 4 days. It was the 4th.
It was the 3rd.
A few moments later.
A couple days later after Halloween, maybe 3 or 4 days, he said...
You like anybody at her school?
And then I said yes, and you're like, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm guessing you do by that question earlier, and you're like, yeah.
I do. So.
And then, and then I was like, okay. And then he was like,
so.
You were like, so, like, things are a little awkward. And I was like, how? And I was like, it's not awkward unless you make it awkward.
I was like, true.
Yeah, you're like, okay, fair. And then the next text he sent me was, so, ...
You like jazz?
I kind of figured from there that he liked me. And I think, did you figure from there?
No, I didn't. I had no clue.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That could have meant anybody. You talked to everybody.
Not everybody, but I did talk to a lot of people.
You talked to everybody.
Talked to a lot of people.
You didn't know nobody's name.
Huh?
That was a double negative. There was not one person's name that you didn't know.
That's true. I didn't know everybody's name in high school.
Yep.
From then on, we were kind of talking. He was flirting a little bit. He was like, you're like, oh, I like this about you, and oh, like I think you're really nice, and no, you're funny.
I like jazz too.
You would like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't know what day specifically, but it had to be like the 7th or the 8th. So like a week later after Halloween, he did ask me out, and I was like, let me think about it because I think it's important to get to know somebody before you start dating them, and I barely knew anything about him. So in the end, I said no, and I was like, we need to get to know each other a little bit more.
And then 3 days later,
I was like, you know what? Let's just give it a shot. Like, literally, that was my mindset. I'm like, let's just try. Let's just try it out, see how it goes.
That's all she wrote. Now here we are.
Turkey. We started dating November 11th, 2017. It's been pretty rocky, but
I think we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
We got some stories we need to tell you.
Yeah, we do. We have some stories.
So we're gonna continue this.
If everybody likes it.
Yeah,
If you
please.
wanna see more of it.
Please, let me know if you want to keep.
Or if this is just really obnoxious, then we're just not gonna do it.
Yeah. So we got a lot more to discuss, and we're hoping to do some more videos on like advice, like breaking up, jealousy, anger, keeping a relationship going strong after you get tired of the other person.
Everything else.
So we're obviously not perfect, but we definitely learned a lot.
Controlling. Oh, I forgot about that.
Don't get me started.
Perfectionist.
So I'm looking forward to doing some more future videos with this guy.
So.
Anything else you want to say?
No. I think we got it all.
All right, let's do it. I'll just take off your glasses, honestly. You're gonna have a glare. I'm serious. You. I didn't say that until
They're already off.
I didn't say that.
Off.
I know I didn't.
Off.
I just don't want you to look back and be like, oh,
they're
there's
already
a
off.
glare.
They're already off.
How do we start this?
At the beginning.
Hey y'all.
Good morrow.
It's Cassie here.
Fine, ladies and gentlemen.
And Julian.
Of the youth. Let's go.
This is my boyfriend Julian.
Yes.
A lot of people have been requesting and wanting to know more about this mysterious guy that's been on my channel.
There's gonna be a
times.
list right here of people.
Yeah, just
the whole list. Like scroll it all down. I'll give you some more work.
A lot of people like
a list in individual colors. Like we'll do it like Roy G. Biv, just kind of like right there. And pictures of comments, if there are any, are gonna go right there in this little box I just gave you. And we'll have our sponsors right there at the bottom bar.
We've been together for 3 years, and can I get through a sentence?
Nah. That's the point. That's why I'm here. I'm your comedic relief. You need comedic relief.
Oh, I need to do my makeup.
Oh, he's staying. He big chillin'. Don't look at me like that. I bought him for you.
Look at
Oh no, he fell.
Look at our man's.
Okay, you can continue now. I won't bother you anymore.
No, I want you to talk, but
No, no.
let me get through a
Okay,
sentence,
all right.
please.
Okay, you have your one sentence starting now. Make it count.
I can't do this in one sentence. Oh,
Hi.
okay. So.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut
No, I'm gonna cut it. Stop.
Cut it.
Okay. We're gonna. No. This man's ain't ready for life.
I am beyond ready for life. Life isn't ready for me.
What is this now? Is this life?
What is this? Is this like? I don't know. Am I living, Cassie? If you touch my
It all started.
at the beginning, then there was a middle, and then there was the end.
We met on October 28th.